customers that you are responsible to support that are still going and probably are even stronger than ever, and then others that are basically non-existent at this point. So what's it been like for you to have to transition to having a steady book of business to having a little bit more volatility when it comes to, again, having all of the different groups have input into your one department?
So basically, now what I've been doing to kind of, I guess, make up for that time is just improving what we have. So I've just been going back to different processes and just trying to improve that, clean things up, whether it's a tool sheet to make things easier for the operator or just make things easier for the next step, just to be more efficient and just kind of clean things up. Sometimes when we're very busy, not that we cut corners, but we finish something, knowing we could probably improve on something, but we need to meet this deadline. So sometimes we kind of just push it through, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I keep that in mind and just try to go back and just polish off whatever needs to be improved.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we've been talking quite a bit about is how do we take this opportunity, or we're dealing with the situation we're dealing with it. How do we look at it as an opportunity?
Correct.
There are so many times where we say to ourselves, hey, I'd love to be able to get to do this, but I just don't have the time. Well, now we kind of do have the time. And so clearly you're taking advantage of that time and looking at the ways that we can do process improvement, and that when we do get busy again, that we'll be even more efficient and more effective at what we do. Is there anything that you can think of, one thing that you're most proud of specifically that you've accomplished as far as process improvement that it made a really big difference for the department?
I mean, I can't sit here and think of one thing, but just in general, as far as I think setup sheets are big here. I think that's why it's kind of like the Bible of getting a job going.
Yeah.
So I've been going back to each one and just even making everything clear, giving everybody better pictures, and just making it so that the operators shouldn't really have any questions. I want to make it so that anybody can understand it, from somebody with very little experience or somebody with all the experience in the world could still understand the point, the setup that we're trying to get across.
Sure. One of the things that I'm really excited about, and we're starting to filter more work, some commercial work in.
Mm-hmm.
I see this as, once the medical device industry does come back and we return to our normal volume with the existing book of business we have, and we continue to sell into that capacity, that really we have an opportunity to expand the department and invest in more equipment and really have that grow. I think that's a specific area that I think we have opportunity.
Absolutely. I think just, looking about a year or so back, we were pretty much at max capacity, running 2 shifts. So, bringing all this high torque work or commercial work on top of that, I think might get us to where, hopefully that, and then what comes back from medical might get us to that point eventually in the long term.
Yeah, I'm hopeful for that.
I'm sure
you are too.